ERTMS stands for European Railways Traffic Management System. My team is important because they provide an independent review of any issues and errors that happen within the ERTMS system. On the NCL, now that it is operational, all of the issues that we deal with are live and operational issues. We've also been involved in the testing for NCL, so during system proving and shadow running, and then we'll be looking to do the same thing in supporting that testing for well into hitching.
I'm an ERTMS tech support engineer here at York Rock. So part of my job is to investigate potential issues that have occurred with the use of ETCS on Northern Cityline, investigating faults that come in either from the signallers, the drivers or train operating companies. We collect all that information and look through it first of all to triage and see what issue occurred, how can it be fixed, and hopefully investigate a failure. A lot of the job is to do with collecting all these pieces of information, working out which ones are actually useful for determining what the fault is, and that differs depending on the fault, of course. Different logs come from different places. For example, some logs are available to us straight away by the use of CATs or the RBC logs downstairs, whilst other logs we've got a request from the trains and whatnot. Ultimately, all those pieces of information linked together as one helps us identify a failure.
Okay, so a day in the life for me mainly would include faults occurring with the ETCS application itself, and then being the first port of call to triage that fault, identifying whether that is something that needs to be forwarded onto likes of NRT for the telecoms architecture, through to the CCTs for the signalling world in terms of interlocking faults, or even go as far as go to stakeholders such as GTR or other train operating companies that we might work with, as well as freight operating companies, and tell them that it's an onboard fault or it's something wrong with their train, and how we would get to the root cause quickly identified to keep a smooth operational running of the railway.
The ERTMS TSE role works with a variety of people. Of course, we've got our own operations with the signallers, but we've been working very closely with GTR, train operating company whose trains are running on the NCL, and will be running on the new Wellington hitching parts of ETCS on the ECDP.
Learning about ERTMS as a whole has been a really exciting and interesting journey. It's almost like learning signaling from scratch. We've managed to go all around the country and visit a lot of places, haven't we?
As working from a technician outside, we've seen right from the early days of mechanical signalling right now up until the leading edge ERTMS. We've been focusing on the NCL, which is Northern City Lines, like 3 mile stretch of railway coming out of London up north. We've been supporting GTR with proving running, the shadow running of that we're testing commission drivers, travelling in ETCS with passengers. Following on from that, the next part of the project is well into hitching, which again we were supporting train operating companies with proving running of that.
One of the most challenging things that we find have been to do with having a new system working on the operational railway. There's always a thing about getting people to adopt to change, and that's proven to be challenging, but we found that by being educated ourselves and being able to take stakeholders along the journey, they've really been able to embrace that.
So one of the challenges with an ETCS signalling system is understanding where the issue is. So certain failure modes will manifest themselves, but it could be something on the train, it could be something on the track side, or it could even be the telecoms carrier that is the problem. And the aim of the team is that they are best placed to help identify where the root cause is, and then work with the necessary teams to fix that. And that, when you get to East Coast Mainline, is a real challenge. You know, one of the things we are trying to do is make sure that railway runs effectively, and whenever any issue occurs, we are able to very quickly rectify that issue to minimise the delay and disruption to the passenger.
As ERTMS deployments continue across the country, the future of the ERTMS technical support engineer is critical, and they'll be really critical to the operational running of the railway, making sure that errors are diagnosed and triaged as fast as possible.
For people looking to develop their own careers and maybe are interested in the digital railway, I would say foundational knowledge on the ERTMS will be a start. I think there's lots of free material out there online, as well as in the Network Rail Connect website, where you can learn and build your knowledge.
So the learning journey for myself, and I think for the rest of the guys here, has been uphill. It's brand new to pretty much everybody. It was definitely brand new to us. Various different resources, I suppose, but I think crucially it's understanding what you're looking at, understanding what you're working with. And knowledge comes over time.
If you're thinking about upskilling or trying something new within the rail industry, I definitely recommend looking into ERTMS. It's the way that the railway is moving forward in the future.